You're watching First Business.
After the Federal Reserve Chief acknowledged there's greater uncertainty about the U.S. economy, perhaps now is the time for new ideas to fuel future growth. Here with some of new ideas, Frank Islam, co-author of Renewing the American Dream. Welcome to the show, Frank.
Thank you.
So what is the single most important thing our economy needs to get back on track?
Single most important thing economy needs is to create jobs. We have about 9.7% unemployment in this country. We need to create jobs, create jobs, create jobs. We need a job bills, not the stimulus bill. Stimulus bills really didn't serve the purpose. The stimulus bill didn't create the job. We need to create jobs right now in America.
Private sector job growth averaging just under 100,000 each month since January. So talk more about the solution to create more jobs.
Well, let's talk about we made about 12 recommendations in terms of job creations and spurring economic growth. So let's talk about it. Number one is we need to give a tax incentive for the manufacturers, American manufacturers, to build products over plants and the products right here in the United States. That will create jobs. Number two, we need to give a tax incentive for the American industry to bring the job back from the overseas and to create jobs right over here. Number three, we need to increase the loan to small businesses. You know, the small businesses are the job creation that drives our U.S. economy. They build America, and we have forgotten them. 10% of a stimulus bill, if it would have gone to small business, we'd have created thousands of jobs. We'd have preserved thousands of jobs, but we have forgotten them. The next item we recommend that we need to give 2-year tax holidays to the companies that hire the unemployed people. That means they don't have to pay tax over the next 2 years. The more they hire, the more tax pay they get.
Let me ask you this. If we don't see private sector job creation here very quickly, how much could it hurt consumer confidence?
It's going to hurt a lot. As you can see, the Wall Street Journal has, not too long ago, they had about the American company has about sitting is $1 trillion. They're sitting on it. They made the profit. And they do not want to invest in America because they think this administration is anti-business, which is really not true. So then the government cannot really have another stimulus bill and create jobs because they were not able to create. Private sector is a public-private partnership is going to create a job.
Let's go over the economic stimulus package, if we could, Frank. Out of a total of $787 billion in that stimulus package, $485 billion has been spent. $302 billion is still left over. Now, has this money been spent fast enough, in your opinion?
I'm not really sure how they're spending the money because I believe that they got to take this money which is left to have the job bill, so we can create jobs, so we can reduce our unemployment rate from 9.7% to 4 or 5%. But they have not done that. I'm not really sure why that's not the case. The Congress has not passed the job bills. It's still sitting in the Congress for the last several months.
And do you, because there's so much money still left over in the economic stimulus bill, do you think that's why the recovery is slowing down right now?
Well, that's the one element of the recovery which is slowing down. You know, we have a global competition also. We got the technology and problems as well. We have a tough competitors out there, China, India, and Brazil. We have become a sort of very greedy in America. We need to make sure that we can bring those jobs back over here to the United States, and we don't ship those jobs back to the overseas countries.
Frank, we still have fears of a double-dip recession in the headlines and in the news. Do you think we're actually going to see one? I
believe that GDP will grow from 3 to 3.5% this year. I think that next year the unemployment rate will stay about 9.2, 9.3%, which I think is pretty high.
We're also facing higher tax rates as a result of the Bush tax cuts expiring at the end of this year. Can we really afford that right now, given the state of our economic recovery?
Well, I am on the in the favor of a tax cut. I believe that rather than paying the capital gains, that's what we're supposed to be. They're supposed to take that away. because at the end of 2010, the people will be paying the ordinary taxes. I think we got to get back to the capital gain thing that we had before so we can create more jobs. So I'm not in favor of increasing the taxes.
Okay,
I don't think that's the right thing to do.
All right, thanks very much. Frank Islam, co-author of a new book called Renewing the American Dream.